Hi everyone, I'm Lindsay and welcome to my YouTube channel, Scream Queen Bee Tarot. I am so excited about the cards we pulled for all the signs that I'm just gonna dive right into it because there are really exciting energies coming forth. So I pulled cards for the overall energy of each sign for the month of June for love and relationships, and we get the King of Wands. So this is a really exciting energy. This is definitely, some of you are going to be meeting a fire sign, or you are a fire sign that's going to be kind of coming into more power and sexuality and charisma. And I kind of feel this is the energy that is going to be called forth in all of us. Instead of really meeting a person, although we could, I think this is a call for us to be more like this energy. Because what I picked with this is the Romance Angels card, Free Yourself. Take control of your life. So this is really exciting energy that's moving forward. Lots of travel, which is amazing. I'm leaving the country tomorrow, actually. So this is very relevant for me. But also really looking at the ways in which life has felt really stale, complicated, dull, boring, if you're just feeling kind of like meh, this is a call to really bring this energy into your life and be responsible and accountable for ways which you're not taking action. You know, we all deserve to have a really exciting, fulfilling life in general, and especially in our romantic life, that if we're not feeling fulfilled, we need to do something about that. So this is kind of overall energy. Each sign, this is our call to really look at where we're being held back, where we're self-sabotaging, where we are playing small, right? Guilty. So the cards I've picked, let's go in a little bit more depth here for earth signs. So our Capricorn friends, Taurus and Virgo, is the High Priestess. I love this deck too. This is the Star Child Tarot. I'll put a link below. And fans of the Hood Witch, you know, shout out. So this is really calling into our deeper feminine wisdom, our intuition, secrets being revealed, major arcana. So this is really looking at ways where the mysteries of life are being revealed to us. And specifically in love and relationships, you might not like this one, but here it comes. Unrequited love. So what does this mean? Anytime that we've poured our energy into resources where it hasn't been returned. This is about reciprocity. This is about us chasing something that hasn't been good for us. This is being chased and not wanting to stay still and actually feel the benefits of being in relationship. So all of this energy of the High Priestess is coming up to reveal this energy in your life. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, this is the kind of stuff that you're looking at, of not just when we've chased people that have no interest in us, but people that cannot show up for us. They don't have the capacity. They may love us deeply, but they do not have the capacity to show up in a real way that we deserve. And you see this dynamic here. I'll get closer. Of just, you know, no one feels good in this situation. And a lot of us can get stuck in this kind of, you know, the desperate, you know, I need this, I can't understand why this person isn't showing up for me in the way that I want them to. We can get really stuck in that. And also, blog post coming up on this, so stay tuned. This is a really, it's good to pay attention to how we fill in the blanks. When someone doesn't show up for us, it's very revealing what's going on in our head of why that's happening. You know, it could be, you know, all of that core belief stuff where we don't feel worthy, we don't feel good enough. That is coming to the forefront. And the High Priestess is the energy that reveals all of that stuff. That's very telling of what is our block in real fulfilling connection and relationship. So when someone doesn't text you back, you get ghosted. You keep dating the same person over and over in different skin, or you keep dating the same person, which is its own breed of insanity there. No shade, no judgment, but you're not feeling good about it, I'm sure, either. So what is being revealed when this continues to happen? What do you say about yourself? What are you casting forward in the world of why that's happening? Like, oh, I'm not good enough. Or, I always have to do something myself. I can't rely on anyone, so I overcompensate. I go the extra mile to create the connection when, that's not necessary. We don't need to do that. So this is really calling us forward to pay attention. Don't judge yourself, just notice. Really take an inventory on your past relationships if you're unhappy. Really look at what's going on now. Are you overcompensating? Are you doing too much? Are you locked in a kind of codependent connection that's just not serving you? It's time to really look at that. And it's also, if you've been the player that's just really satisfied with people wanting your attention and you're being really withholding, think about the bad karma that's creating for you. Because guaranteed, you've been very hurt before and you're punishing someone. You're punishing everyone around you because of something one person or two people or whatever, your parents, whatever, had done to you. That's creating a lot of discord in your life that you don't want to bring into the future. So really pay attention to the energies that are happening. Pay attention to what's happening in your life, and you'll receive so much more information and a lot of freedom from those negative patterns, and just let it go. Let it go. So for our air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, we have more fire energy here. So the Knight of Wands asks us to really start to manifest everything that we're feeling, wishing for, hoping for, secretly harboring these desires. We have the power to make this happen. And it's really knowing that. So I love this. What comes forward is love yourself first. This is how you manifest the life that you want. This was a big thing for me. I perpetually single for the last couple of years. Relationships have been kind of a dumpster fire for me. No shade, no judgment. And I really thought, okay, if I'm not tied down, what would I want to be doing? And going to Bali was the answer that I received. So double Libra here, full confession, air sign. This is way too relevant for me. Really paying attention to the ways that I get lost in relationship, as Libra tends to do. Air signs in general, we tend to do this because we are in the realm of thoughts and ideas, and can be easily influenced by those around us. So where do we find this strength of energy and purpose? How do we free ourselves to move forward? Is really looking at, we have all of the minor arcana at our disposal. We have the cups, the swords, the wands, and the pentacles. This is the first in the deck, right? The number one. And it really is focusing on yourself. So single or relationship, in what ways are you perhaps allowing other people to dictate your path, right? In order to free yourself from that behavior, from that kind of apathy, and allow passion and excitement to move in, this is where you start. It really starts with you, which, is kind of annoying. I get sick of that love yourself first rhetoric all the time, but it's true. This is where it starts. For those of us, again, dumpster fires, like, who lit the match? We're not victims in that, we're responsible. And this is how, really paying attention to manifestation, the power of manifestation, and what we've been responsible for. So much synchronicity with this right now. I love it. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, all the brothers and sisters of the air, it's really time to stop being so airy fairy flaky and getting into the realms of fire, letting that passion come forward, letting giving us some time to really think about and contemplate what we want to bring forward into the future, and that we have the power to do so. I'm getting on a plane tomorrow. See ya, suckers. Okay, so for our water signs, in my Tarotscopes that I've done on my blog the past couple months, water signs have been really going through the ringer, and particularly Pisces. And for my Pisces friends, you know, I feel you. It sucks. You've been getting the 10 of Swords almost continually. So there's a lot of pain going on, but a lot of growth. And what I think is really beautiful is for June, you're getting the 7 of Cups, which is letting you know there's a lot of options, but there's also some downsides for that. So it could be pulled in a lot of different directions and not sure where you should go. This can be also an indication that you're putting your energy kind of like everywhere, like just splatter and see what hits on the wall. You know, if you're on Tinder and Bumble and just swiping and like liking everyone without kind of a clear direction of where your heart truly is, this is kind of an indication to maybe stop that and slow down and go within, you know, because there's a lot of potential here, right? There's Ace of Cups everywhere. Each one is a potential, but which one is going to be ultimately fulfilling for you is really going to depend on what fulfills you. And to free yourself and get into that Knight of Wands energy is really going to require you to feel those feelings that you don't like to. Everybody thinks the water signs are just like super emotional and they're always wanting to settle in it. No, it's like you feel everything. You're incredibly sensitive and you often discard your feelings. You will numb out. Water signs are more prone to addiction as a result because of the sensitivity, because of your empathic nature. So you really have to look at where are you putting yourself and what do you truly want. And your romance card that came forward was make the effort, right? So this is really paying attention to the fact that if you know what you want, you need to go for it. If you're feeling like, oh, well, I like the attention of a lot of things, well, that's not sustainable. Easy come, easy go. What if you are looking for something sustainable and something to really honor your sensitivity? You need to actually put energy into it. You have to choose. You have to make a decision about what you're going to put your energy into. Hold on here. We're getting some low power mode on the battery. I'll have to wrap this up quickly. So, water signs, really look at, you know, the 7 too. If we think of the 7 in the other minor arcana, we think of the Thief card, right? The 7 of Swords. We think of 7 of Pentacles, the frustration of we put all of our energy into resources and into something and we're not seeing the results of it yet. The 7 of Wands, very defensive energy, where we're really pushing people away, feeling like we have to do everything ourselves, that everything's coming at us and we're feeling extremely overwhelmed. And here we go again, confusion, illusion, all of that in the 7 is really connected. 7, though, is also about growth. So this is a great time of spiritual transformation for you when you push through it. And how do you do that? Really focus on what you want and that it's going to require, you can't just sit back and be like, oh, you know, hashtag God's plan, you know, put the Drake on and just like roll with it and it's just going to fall into your lap or it'll be revealed to you. No. All of that energy, it's got to go somewhere. And the more we resist, the more it persists that we need to make a choice. So really get clear. I love this card too, where it's like, you know, you see the children, very innocent kind of energy going on here. So, you know, whether single or in a relationship, how do we create connection? There's a lot of innocence here. I think that's the call for you too, is to really be in your heart and really appreciate who you are, what you have to offer. And, you know, if you've gone through the ringer, Pisces in particular, just keep going and really, really know what it requires of you is to like be present and show up. Don't numb out. Don't discard your feelings. Just like be present. So, fire signs, last and definitely not least, you're called to walk away from something, which is very interesting how we're sharing energy in between the cards here, right? So air signs are called to be more fiery, and our earth signs are called to be like in the air, in the realm of ideas, the esoteric realms. Water, well, you're called to just like be yourself, pay attention. And here we go with fire. It's like you're really walking away and going through your rite of passage of all the things that have been very painful for you. This is really, I love this in the Star Child Tarot, the image of the woman with her back turned walking into the void. Right? So usually this is shown with a lot of emotion, a lot of the waters, the calmer waters that are kind of like pulling forth. I like that you are going into the void. So to free yourself is to really let go of everything you think you know about yourself, everything you've held with your past. You know, you take this wisdom with you, of course, but your ideas are holding you back. Everything that you think that you need is on the other side, right here. That's where the freedom is. And your love message for this month of June is to stay optimistic. So not just optimistic about your love life. I would say love is, you know, more encompassing than just relationships, but really be excited about what's coming forward for you, what's possible for you, what passions, what career choices, what is your purpose coming forward. And that, you know, it has looked pretty dark. It's been grim. There's a lot of unknown in this card. But what's beautiful, if we think about the 6 being victory, the lovers, reciprocation with the pentacles. We have all of these, and with the cups, reunion. Like that is the energy that's happening here. So when you're turning away from what's not serving you, you're freeing yourself from ways that your thoughts, beliefs have held you back. You get to walk into a whole new world. And this is telling you that it's a good world. Anything that you feel that you're letting go of, we can't hold on to the new if we're holding on to the old, right? Spring cleaning time. Just really focus on, you know, all of the energy that's coming forward. And again, when we think of that reciprocity, it's really, you know, you give, you will receive. That's what the message here is for you. That perhaps, again, like the air signs, like Libra, you've been giving a lot and not receiving what you've desired in return, which has forced you to walk away from situations that you didn't want to. You really, you know, if your heart was in it, and you kind of laid this down, these are all of the battles that have been fought and lost, right? She's not carrying her armor with her anymore, which is good. The sign of defeat is also a sign of vulnerability. She does not have the armor. She's not armed, but she remembers. And when I say she, please know that I'm talking gender neutral. These cards are pulling into the feminine energy, but masculine or feminine, this applies to all of us. Or non-binary, for my non-binary friends. Love you so much. So, stay optimistic. Don't be afraid of getting out of your cage, because there's really exciting things happening for you. And again, really embrace this energy. This is your birthright. You guys are the children of fire. You're exciting, passionate, very dynamic. So if you've been stuck, that's not your nature. This is your nature, the magician, You know, this is our like Harry Potter with the wand, the person that can manifest everything. This is, you know, the young magician that's coming forward. Manifestation power. You guys have that. You lead all of us into understanding how this works. And you do it so quickly you don't even know that the power is there for you. So what I want to do before my phone dies here is an oracle message. I just was called to get this the other day. Journey of Love, Alana Fairchild. I really like her stuff. And so this is the oracle message. And just like, of course, so perfect. This is Angel of Jupiter, Awaken. And I'm just going to read this for you here. So within you, there's magnificence, greatness, and the ability to live bolder, larger, and more exuberant than you may have ever imagined. That totally goes back to free ourselves, right? Awaken that key spirit. Hungry for adventure and new experience, the angel of Jupiter, the spirit of bold expansion, divine generosity, reciprocity, lives within you. Your spirit cannot be made small. It must be free. Be free, motherfucker, be free. Start now, feel endless in your own heart. What can be done today to live bigger? Smile, a yes to an offer of adventure, sharing vulnerability without fear, taking a step forward into the unknown, daring to imagine that the divine doesn't just happen to you, but happens through you. That's so important. Embrace the courage of your open heart and dare to dream, beloved. The bold divine nature within you is calling you to great things. Now is your time to awaken. So this is really a time to really embrace and maybe learn from each other in the cards of like, you know, there's value in listening to this throughout the whole thing of where people are coming forward to really free themselves. And all of this, whatever you're going through right now, this is the call, is to awaken. There's a new way of being in the world, a new way of being in relationship, a new way of pursuing our hopes and dreams and goals, and anything that comes up of like, oh, but that won't happen, or I can't, or I tried, it doesn't work. It's just bullshit. Like, we need to let it go and really embrace this awakening. This is calling for more playfulness, more generosity. How do we show up with that? Confirmation coming forward from a genuine place within you. And here we go. If you're experiencing havoc in your life or a sense that things are changing, this oracle comes as an affirmation that yes, there is change. And yes, you are outgrowing which once was. You will be prepared to receive what is more suited for you in your stage of growth. Hello, unicorn magic. So if we are experiencing either total upheaval or just emotional boredom, feeling really stagnant in our life, this is the call to wake up. It's really exciting. So for how this all applies to the signs, you can check my blog. There will be a link below. I'll be pulling more tarot cards for each sign individually to really show how these energies are manifesting and give you more tips of like how to embrace or what's holding you back. And then, yeah, I'm brand new here. So if you liked this, please let me know, comment, give me a thumbs up. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye.